Hopefully you can hear me better now. I was going to restart your reading, but you know what? It's fine. Let's get your clarifiers. Ooh, what? There we go. That's interesting that the mic was shut off, because I feel like for someone out there, it's like it's time for you to speak up, right? Like it's time for your voice to be heard. This might be something you're working on, or you have been working on. Maybe it's like I've been silent for too long, or you've held back your thoughts, feelings, or saying what you really think, or being your authentic self. I feel like, yes. Oh my God, yes. So I feel like this is like, I don't usually get this for veiled, but it's like the secret you. You know how, I don't know if you've ever watched Sex and the City, there's an episode where they're like secret single behavior, like the things that you do behind closed doors when no one's around, like your guilty pleasures and things like that. And I feel like for you, this is more of like your actual authentic self. It's like the person, what you would say if you didn't feel like you were gonna offend someone, or you just being who you are, how you feel, what you think, giving your opinion, and not worrying about others' reactions or how it might affect them. And not in the way of it being inconsiderate or rude or just obnoxious. It's not in an uncaring way, it's just in a way that is helping you just be yourself. It's simply you being yourself. And I feel like for some of you, maybe you had a hard time finding yourself or figuring out who you really are. Like maybe you've been suppressing the real you in some way, shape, or form. So I feel like for those of you who resonate with that, there is a sense of like, I feel like there could be also a, a real emphasis on relationships here. Like maybe when you meet someone you like, you have a hard time. Like, we all want to impress someone in the beginning and we want them to like us. But now this is giving more like, I'm not worried about you liking me. I'm more worried about me liking you. Like, what do I think of you? Like, if you've been looking for someone, like your person, and you've had bad luck, um, there may be this sense of understanding that you haven't been totally your authentic self. Um, at some point in the past, or maybe in the beginning, when you're just getting to know people, or even throughout your relationships with people. And that's why you can't find the person that matches you, because you're not being yourself. So they can't match you, right? If you're trying to conform to the other person rather than actually seeing if you're compatible, by being yourself and them being themselves, then you're not going to find out till it's too late, right? That's for someone out there, but I do see that like by you really embracing who you are and like anchoring down, getting grounded in that, and there's a sense of kind of standing up for yourself, but not in the in your face way, but just by, it doesn't matter if someone likes my opinion or my feelings about something, or like how I act or what I do. If as long as it's me being true to me, then that's who I am. And we all aren't for everyone, right? And that's how you find your people. That's how you um, connect with the things that are for you and the people who are for you, and vice versa. So that's why I feel protection is here, because if you are worried um, about maybe people not liking you for who you are by acting that way, or being rejected for that, or missing out because of it. You won't. You won't. You're only going to gain the things that are for you. You're only going to be led and into this period of being surrounded by everything that is aligned with you, that makes sense for you, that is pushes you to be your best and to grow you, and to, again, like, this is such a huge transformation here. This really is this caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It is really that sense of gaining your wings, of flying, of just, it's not showing off. I don't want you guys to get the sense of like being a show off, like, like, I'm the best, look at me. It's not arrogant. It's truth, right? It's embracing the truth. It's like, if you are a butterfly with big, beautiful, bright colors, and you're noticed, and you're elegantly flying through the sky, you're noticed for what you are, not what you're trying to come off as. You can't come off as that if you have gray wings. You can't come off as one that has bright, bold colored wings, right? So embrace that part of yourself. Embrace what's beautiful about yourself, what you love about yourself, all the parts about yourself, even the parts that you don't like or you want to improve on. Accept that and make those improvements. So you want, be who you want to be, not who you think that other people want you to be. It doesn't matter. If they have an issue with it, it's not really about you. And they are not your people. If they really don't like it that much, they're just not your people, and you're not their people. And that's okay. I'm sure there's people that you're like, not my cup of tea. But that's cool. They can go live their lives and with the people who are their cup of tea. And you can live your life with people who are your cup of tea. Like, trust me, this is going to work out the best for you. Wow, I'm getting a lot just from these. Let me get your clarifiers. This is your situation before I keep going on this tangent here. Yes. The Three of Swords and your obstacle. What is your obstacle for Cancer? What is the obstacle? Yes. The Four of Wands. Basis of the situation for Cancer. The Page of Cups. Yes. There's this strong, like, being perceived. This energy of being perceived. What is leaving or needs to leave this situation for Cancer? The Moon. You are ruled by the Moon. What is helping Cancer right now? What is helping? The Page of Pentacles. What is the potential outcome for Cancer? The Six of Swords and advice for Cancer. Tell me some advice for Cancer. Give me some advice. You have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and one more. More piece of advice for Cancer. Oh, yes, beautiful. The Star. Okay. Yes. So this situation right now with the Three of Swords, it is separation. It is like you were in the Two of Swords energy, kind of hiding yourself. Like, but it was out of, again, it was out of protection, or you thought it was, or you felt like that's what you were doing, was protecting yourself or protecting others. And there's a sense now, or you're coming into this sense of breaking away from that, breaking free of that getting out of that. And it is hard because there is almost like this sense of loss of self. It's almost as if you have to I'm seeing the tarot card in my mind's eye of like having to break everything down to build it back up again and create this better foundation. And it's like that, but luckily for you, the nice thing about the tower not being out here and the 3 of swords being out here instead is that the tower would reflect a much bigger, more impactful feeling circumstance for this to be happening. The 3 of swords is more because it's in the minor arcana. This is more like you may have had an epiphany or an observation or gone through something within your life that has brought you to this point, but it's much gentler than a tower moment. Although maybe some of you have had tower moments that have contributed into the lead up to this point. As of now, and if you haven't experienced this yet, soon, or maybe you've already experienced this, um, there is this sense of breaking free. You've broken free, you've broken out of your shell. Um, and the obstacles with the 4 of wands is this really like out there energy, like putting yourself out there, like completely. You are like, I'm not afraid to be seen, heard, perceived, like celebrating this, like really putting it out there. I feel like this isn't necessarily something that you're sharing with everyone, but you are sharing with certain people who you feel like maybe understand or are really close. Like it's just like your closest. Maybe it's like your best friend or your sister, brother, or your mom, but I feel like you're kind of leaving everyone else out of this process, out of this mm, situation. And also, there's people that you just kind of don't want to take with you on this journey. You're like, you know what? That they're cool, but maybe I'm just gonna stop trying so hard to it's like you're realizing the people who you can be your genuine authentic self with, who maybe you have been already, the people you feel comfortable with that, or feel like you could be and you would be accepted, and you're focusing more on that right now rather than the more expansive like social circle of like maybe people that you kind of know or people that you are close with, but you realize that you never or you haven't been like so 100% authentic. Like maybe you have changed your answers to questions or little nuances or mannerisms that you don't normally do. Maybe you told them you know, you love to play Monopoly and you really hate playing Monopoly, but you know that they like playing it, so you just do it anyway. And so there's a sense of like, I'm not gonna go to game night now, like whatever it is. I feel like you are dealing with this very big sense of being perceived, how you're being perceived, what people are perceiving about you, um, how they look at you, how they feel about you. Like there's all this worry surrounding that. Doing the right thing, making the right move. But you can never be that for everyone. You cannot be everything to or for everyone. All you can be is yourself. And if you want to be happy with yourself, what about how you are looking at you? what you think about you. Do you Who are you? Right? Who am I? It's time to be you. And even your best friend, there's gonna be something that, is not their favorite, but they're not gonna care that much. Honestly, it's like if they love the color blue and you love the color orange, and they're like, "Oh, I hate orange." All right, well, who cares? Do you think they're really gonna care that much and not be friends with you or not love you just the same? They're gonna love that about you. People, if they love you, they're gonna love all the things that make you you and what encompasses you. It's not because it's the same as them or because it's agreeable. It's because it's you. So I'm getting really passionate about this, you guys. Um, what's leaving you is this confusion, this delusion, this like misconception, misperception, all of the like not being able to see clearly, which it could be not being able to see yourself even for who you are, or not, or maybe it's others not being able to see you clearly for who you are, who they think you are. Um, all of this all this fuzziness and fogginess is starting to clear out. You're starting to clear this out, or you need to start clearing this out and be like, all right, I'm going to be decisive. What is my favorite color? I love orange. Orange is my favorite color. Say it loud and say it proud, girl. Say it loud and say it proud. Your favorite color is orange. You love Thursdays. You don't care. Everyone else thinks Saturday, Sunday is the best. No, Thursdays are the best to you. Why? Because Thursdays you watch your favorite show and you get to have a little wine with you order Grubhub and like Thursdays is your favorite, period. And you have your reasons. That is it. Doesn't matter if someone's like, what? Weird. Okay. They don't have to understand it. Don't worry about it. You get it. That's it. That's all that matters. I'm telling you. So, what is helping you here is this, yes, knowing who you are, really like creating a definition, defining who you are. Take some time out every day. You don't have to get it all done at once, right? If this has been something you've struggled with for a long time, it may take time. I'm This is going to be a process. I can see it here, but you're getting there. And every day that goes by and every decision you make on what you like, who you are, how you like to dress, what you like to eat, when you are available to talk and not available to talk because you're exhausted, all of those minor things, all those little details add up to big things and create a strong foundation within yourself and more self-respect, more self-empowerment, more self-love. So I see you getting there in your potential outcome here with the Six of Swords. It is a journey, and there's people there that want to be with you on that journey. There's people that care about you, that you care about, that I feel like support you and are willing to help you along too, and that you're willing to support. I feel like you're not the only one going through this, even though you might feel that way. I feel like there's someone around that you could find out maybe is struggling with the same thing or did struggle with the same thing, and they're like, oh yeah, I went through that too, like this is what happened, da 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 da. Like it could be, I don't want to call them necessarily a support system, but they're there for you. Like, they're there. There's some people here who will still be there at the end of the day, even if it's like you think that you're becoming like a totally different person from who they know. They will stick with you and they will stick by you. But it is a process. Again, this is something that takes time. But you're getting there and you are on your way. You are well on your way. Your advice, understand that you are always going to, in some way, shape, or form, have a tinge of this kind of feeling. So, what I mean by that is saying that, like, as life progresses and changes and things, situations arise and things happen, good or bad, right? If you get married, if you have kids, if you get a dog, if you move, if you change jobs, or, you know, whatever it is in life, it doesn't even have to be a huge thing, but you're allowed to change your mind, right? So maybe, like, again, this is just the best example I could think of. Maybe again, like today, your favorite color is orange, and then a year goes by, and eventually you're like, you know what? I'm really liking red. I think red is my new favorite color. That's fun. That's who you are now. You've changed, you've grown, you've experienced things, you've seen things, you've gone through things. You're gonna change. The important thing is that you are grounded within yourself enough to acknowledge that, accept that, and express that. So acknowledge, accept, and express. And you're gonna be good. You're going to be good. I'm so proud of you guys. Whatever this is, I know it's not easy, but you are well on your way. You've done some of the work. Just keep going, no matter how slow it feels. I don't think this is going to be honestly that slow. It's all about just consistency. This is about consistency. So you keep moving forward, you keep moving forward. It's not a thing where, like, you wake up and you're there. It's like the gym. If you want to keep that six pack, you have to keep going in the gym. If you stop going to the gym, then you start going back, right? You start going back to whatever you were before you had the six pack. So you just got to keep it up. It's like an exercise. Work on it a little bit every day, whether that's like saying an affirmation, or my favorite new thing is reading a chapter from, this little self-help workbook that I have, and it's like a chapter and then it has like three questions at the end. I do that every morning with my coffee, and it reminds me, like, to reflect, to stop and reflect and take the time out of my day to keep working on these things, keep these things fresh in my mind so that I am acting according to the way, to who I want to be, to my authentic self. I'm grounding that in. I'm locking that in for the day, right? Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I love you all and have a beautiful July. I will see you on the next one. Bye.